It's 7 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day.
Well, a debate is brewing in Orange County. Should small businesses be forced to pay for sick leave?
Yeah, coming up on Good Day, our power panel is going to hash out the arguments for and against paid sick leave. It is 7:13 here on Good Day. It's a controversial issue that's getting a lot of attention in Orange County. Right now, two separate proposals set to be on the ballot this November. One will set up a system for workers at companies with a certain number of employees to start earning sick time if they didn't before. Another proposal, also on the ballot, would block the government from being able to enact measures like the earned sick time proposal, essentially blocking that law if it's passed. Joining us now on Good Day to talk about it is Mark Moore. He's a business owner who opposes the sick time initiative, and Homer Hardage, a small business owner who supports the idea. So Homer, let's start with you. Why do you think, as a small business owner, why do you think workers need a law like this?
Well, it's one thing to say they need a law, but the main thing we have now is that workers are in an unstable situation. They don't have control of their health. We're worried now about people going to work and not being healthy, not being sick, not being able to take care of their kids. Earned sick leave is just a way to stabilize our family, improve our local economy, and give our families some control of their health care.
You say you disagree. Why is that?
Well, I think the idea itself is actually a really honorable idea. I think its intentions are fantastic. However, I think it's very short-sighted. Basically, this law is a 2.5% tax increase on employment. So, in a sense, every employer out there that's not offering this right now is going to have a 2.5% increase to their payroll. I don't know how that makes them competitive. I don't know how, especially given our current economic state, how that's actually a beneficial thing to do right now.
Now, Homer, what about this? I know a lot of people, you've heard this from some people, they say, it should be a business's decision. If a business wants to be viewed as more employee-friendly, then they do something like this, but why force businesses to do it?
Well, first of all, let me address the comment about every business being subjected to a 2% increase in their payroll. That's just not accurate. This law would only affect businesses that have more than 15 employees. And secondly, employees would have to show a medical slip before they get this leave. It would also only allow 1 hour for every 15 hours work. So that would be a total of 56 hours a year.
Well, let me follow up on that one, though. It's only for businesses that have more than 15 employees. Why is it right for some businesses and not others? Shouldn't everybody have to abide by the same laws?
Well, I can address that simply. My company has 14 employees, so we would fall below the threshold for the earned sick leave. But we would think that this is good for our business, good for retention, and we would employ this particular law whether or not it passes.
Mark, you deal with a lot of businesses out there who may have less than 15, some who have more than 15. What do they say would happen to their business if this law is put into place?
Well, that law is a great law for someone with 14 employees because it actually gives them a competitive advantage from those of us that would have more than 14 employees. So, again, I think the law has amazing intentions and certainly, is a good idea on the surface. Again, just very short-sighted. I would also stipulate that there has to be an entire new government bureaucracy set up to manage all of this, to make sure all this is being done. We're going to make sure people have certain slips. What kind of slips are there going to be? I think there's a lot of teachers out there and schools that need improvement before we need to add more people to Orange County to regulate businesses on something that businesses don't want to be regulated on. And quite frankly, employees don't want this. I mean, if you told every employee that they're going to get earned sick time, but they're going to get a 2.5% decrease in their pay, or one of their coworkers is going to get laid off because of this, I think they would think very differently.
Homer, what do you think? Do you think employees would welcome this sort of news?
Well, I don't know, can't speak clear to that, but I do know that a recent poll says 67% of the workers support this. So I'm not sure where he's getting his numbers from, but this is something that helps workers. Now, in terms of workers losing income, there's no indication of that from any polls. The Institute of Women's Research has shown that this not only helps workers, but it also saves the county money. Each time a worker comes to work sick, he runs the risk of making other workers sick. Each time you lose a worker because they don't come to work and they are dismissed or they have a job loss, a business business has added costs of retention. I have those costs now. This would be a great benefit to people like myself and to other businesses as well.
All right, Mark, we started with Homer. We'll leave the last word to you. Go right ahead. What do you want to see happen here?
Yeah, I mean, just to state the obvious, I think that if an employer is told and this employer maybe is struggling to make a profit, maybe not making a profit, maybe taking a loss, maybe he can't provide for his family because of that his payroll is going to increase by 2.5%, he's going to have to make changes to his business to help regulate that. And those unintended consequences that I think Homer doesn't see are something that everyone should consider.
All right, once again, we're going to have a lot more before this thing hits the ballot coming up later on this year. Mark Moore, Homer Hardage, thanks guys for coming in. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.